Are we ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? My name's Russell, founder of Blue Dot Project. I'm going to hike in as many different countries as I can and show you guys. I'm just starting out hiking down the southwest coast path in England. It stretches all the way from Bournemouth, all around the perimeter of Cornwall and Devon, and ends up in Minehead. I think it's about 650 miles, check me on that one. I'm just going to show you everything that's going to be in my pack for the southwest coast path section I'm about to try next weekend. I've tried to stay as light as I can, leaving enough room for food and water, but my base weight has ended up at about 18.2 pounds. That's about 8 kilos altogether. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this is everything I'll be taking with me on the southwest coast path. I'll only be doing about 2 nights max, maybe 3 nights, but I've just bought the bare essentials that I'm going to need, plus a little bit of extra tech because I like taking photos and videos for you guys. So let's have a look. So let's start with clothes. This is a Patagonia rain jacket. I got it from an Ellis Bigham shop down in London about a year ago. Used it all the way through Southeast Asia. Around Indonesia when it was chucking it down with rain. I wore it while I was on moped, while I was hiking, and very strong, got a good stitch on it. Definitely the type of rain jacket that I'd recommend to buy. Trousers, not waterproof but incredibly warm. The only time I'd ever really wear trousers on a hike is when it's freezing cold. If it's raining, then it doesn't matter so much if they get wet because they do dry quite quickly. But yeah, the water just seems to kind of run off them anyway. They don't really tend to get soaked, and they're double layered underneath, so it's all good in the wet department. Running shorts, Caramore, just bought them today. Super lightweight, going to dry really fast if it gets wet. Really short shorts as well, so if I'm bouldering or going uphill, then they don't chafe and they don't stretch on my knees. So nice and easy, good for hiking. There we go. Spare pair of underwear, that's about it. Pair of gloves, woolen, good at keeping my hands warm. It's getting summer now in the UK, so to be honest, won't really need them that much. Lightweight beanie, just bought that today as well, £8 from Top Man. Couldn't find a beanie anywhere in town, and that was the only shop that still sold them at this time of year. It's the lightest weight one that I could find. My only other option is a bobble hat that I've got that's super thick and too heavy really. So this should do quite fine. Socks, got these from a mountaineering shop up in Scotland. God, must have been about 2 years ago now. But I've had these ever since. I've climbed Rinjani in these, I've climbed Agung in Bali with these. They're not super thick. Yeah, I don't think I'll be wearing these so much, probably a thinner sock for this trail, but these I'll keep as a spare just in case my feet get cold at night. Spare pair of socks. Okay, now the stuff sack. This is a 20 litre waterproof stuff sack. Again, used this all through my travels in Indonesia, and it rains a lot out there, and this never failed. I always had dry clothes in the bottom of my backpack or at the top, wherever I fancy putting them. But this is really good, and to be quite honest, the amount of clothes that I've got, this stuffs down really well, and I can fit this in the bottom of my bag. Can't remember how much this cost. I think it was about £20. But a definite must-have if you're taking clothes with you on a hike overnight, especially in England when you get really bad rain, as we all know in this country. Bottle of water. Most people would think there's not much to say about this, but I like this bottle of water because it's not as heavy as one that you would buy, like an actual, say, a running bottle or one that you'd get in a hiking shop. I've literally just gone to the convenience store down the road, bought a bottle of water, but I looked at this and it's quite a thin, tall bottle. It holds almost a litre of water, and it's very good for putting in the side pockets of my bag and just reaching around, put it in top down. These tend not to leak at all, so hopefully I'll keep lucky. For emergencies, you can also put vodka in it. Sunglasses, cheap fake bands, literally cost £1. I don't like spending too much money on sunglasses because I always lose them, sit on them or break them, so yeah, cheap glasses. Nasal spray, hay fever sufferers will understand with this. Yep, I get it pretty bad, and it's getting into summer now, so take the nasal spray. Toothbrush and toothpaste. I was quite lucky to find one of these actually. It's a Wisdom toothbrush. The toothbrush actually pops out of the case and it's half a toothbrush, saves on weight and it's clean. Chapstick, walking outside, especially in the dry heat and the cold, dry weather as well, your lips can get very chapped and sore, so always be prepared. Let's talk technology. A Kindle. I like reading while I'm out and about. At night as well, it can get a little bit boring if you can't sleep and you're just listening to the rain pattering down on your tent. Having a Kindle is very good. It saves on bringing an entire book. You can bring as many as you like. I really like the Kindle, and to be honest, I'd recommend it to any traveller or hiker. Power bank, I haven't actually used it yet. Bought this today. The last one I bought died on me while I was out in Indonesia, and I haven't got one since. This is a kit power bank. It has 2 USBs and a charging port for itself. I'll probably update you guys on this because most of the time these power banks can be a bit hit and miss. This one cost me about £25. Let's give it a go. Headlamp, this is a Coleman headlamp. I can't remember what the model name is. I got this from a store in Basingstoke called Go Outdoors. I think there's loads of them around the country. But the cool thing about Go Outdoors is they give you 25% off with this discount card. If you spend £5 on the discount card and give them your email, everything in the store has a discount price with this card, which, to be quite honest, isn't it? Incredible deal. And of course, I'm filming this on my GoPro Hero 4 Silver. This is the case for it. I've even got a handy handle, which is good for doing selfies and panoramic shots, so you don't get so much wobble. Even though my videos are still quite wobbly, it seems to help, and also you can strap it to your arm and not lose it as well, so that's a good feature. Spare batteries for my camera and my GoPro. I've got about 4 GoPro batteries. I've got 2 Canon batteries. Also got some 32GB SanDisk SD cards in there as well, all wrapped up nicely in a waterproof bag with a elastic band on it. So yeah, always bring spare batteries. An extra waterproof door for my GoPro. It lets a little bit of sound in on this one. If you take the completely waterproof one without the touchscreen film on it, then you can't hear any sound at all. So at least this one lets in a little bit of sound and doesn't let any rain in, so your GoPro will stay dry. If you're going to be filming and want a lot of sound out of your GoPro, then I highly recommend that you just use the door without a film or case over it, because you'll get a good sound in there. Charger for my phone. I'll be showing you my apps and everything that I use in a separate video, but yeah, the charger. Headphones, these are the cheapest headphones I've ever seen in my life. These cost me £1.50. I've got some better headphones upstairs, but to be honest, I don't want to take my £65 headphones that I use for work and that I use for general music listening, and I just thought I'd bring a separate cheaper pair just for hiking in case I snap them, break them, lose them, get them wet, you know, whatever. Photography. So I'm bringing a very heavy DSLR Canon EOS 700D with me on the hikes. I really enjoy taking photography of landscapes, nighttime photography, and this does a really good job of taking some stunning sharp photographs. I would use my phone, but it uses up so much battery and you don't have as much control over the photography that you're taking with a phone. So yeah, I'm compromising on weight and bringing a really decent camera with me. This also has a really good HD video function that I filmed some of these videos on as well. I'll probably do a separate review of the Canon EOS 700D. It's a very good camera. I took it with me traveling and took some stunning photos of the Milky Way up in the Rinjani National Park in Lombok, and oh my god, you just can't take photographs like that with a phone or with a GoPro or anything else. You need a DSLR like this to take that kind of photography. So yeah, Canon EOS 700D. This is the carry sack for the Canon 700D. When I actually bought the Canon, I was like, I don't really know what kind of carry case to have for it, you know, because all of these cameras are generally different sizes, and I looked online, saw a couple of reviews about this bag, and what I really liked about it is that it's got a belt strap on the back of it, so I can actually fit it to my belt instead of having to try and stuff it into my backpack. because this takes up a lot of room. But the good thing about this is I can keep all of my spare batteries in here. I can keep all of my memory cards and everything like that into this carry case. Strap it to my belt. It's even one of the really good things about it is it comes with. Hang on. It even comes with a little waterproof hood. So if it starts raining, you can just cover it up, and then your camera and all your gear inside won't get wet. I don't know what brand this is. Manfrotto. It's a Manfrotto DSLR carry case. There you go. Let's talk footwear. These are Merrell Moabs. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are size 8 because I've got tiny feet. I was hiking in my hiking boots and they're just way too heavy. They require some really thick socks to stop you getting blistered, and actually I started doing the end of my toes in with my toenails using my boots, so I was like, I've got to get some trail running or hiking shoes and trainers instead of using my boots. So yeah, these are really cool. They're really light, and I got these in the sale at that Go Outdoors store. Used my discount card, got them for £60. Always shop around for your footwear, you never know what you might find. These are a really good fit for me. They might not be suitable for going all the way on the PCT sections, but yeah, these are going to be fine for the Southwest Coast Path over a few days. Sleeping bag. This is an Eiger sleeping bag. It's good down to about freezing conditions. I've slept up in volcanoes about as high as 3,500 meters above sea level, and it's been absolutely freezing at night, and this has kept me super warm. My feet sometimes get a little bit too hot. Unfortunately, with sleeping bags versus quilts, there's no way of sticking your feet out unless you get completely out of the sleeping bag or unzip it. It's super warm. It's got a hood on it. It comes in this cool little case that you can tighten up and stuff it as tight as you like. It fits into the bottom of my rucksack, my 32-litre rucksack, really easily. Pretty good sleeping bag there, not too expensive. Shelter. This is my one-person tent. I got that from Go Outdoors yesterday as well. This cost me £60, down from about 110, and it's really low profile, so good in the wind. It's literally the lightest, cheapest tent that I could find in that store. I would have gone to another shop, but you get a cheap tent from another store like Argos or something like that, and they're generally for really light kind of camping, going for festivals, and not really durable enough. And I came across this little beast and had to buy it. Yeah, it's a very good tent, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. Now for my rucksack. This is a Juta 32-litre plus 10-litre, I think, with the side pockets. I got this in the sale as well. It was about £90 in the sale. Don't know why people weren't buying this rucksack. It's really light. It's got a frame, but it's literally made out of one wire. You know, the back's breathable. It's got a hip belt, which isn't too bulky. Hip belt has a pocket on it. It's got loads and loads of straps, so you can just strap things to your bag. It's got a rain cover, comes with it, that's in the bottom there. It's got two sections, a main section and a bottom section, so you can separate a few things like your clothes. It's got pockets on the side here along these zip lines. It's got two pockets in the top, one on the outside and one on the inside. And I'm managing to fit all of this stuff into this pack, no problem, plus enough space for food. If I was to put my camera into this bag, I'd have hardly any space for food, but seeing as I'm strapping it to my belt around my waist, it's not going to be too bad. So I'm pretty pleased with this pack, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. Okay, so that was my Southwest Coast Path What's in My Pack gear review. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and like all of that stuff. Over and out.